One second. I'm saying, what does research say? What do you think research says? Because I don't expect you to be knowledgeable about research.
It sounds healing.
Oh. Do you think that hitting a child will make children less successful in life? Raise your hand if you believe that. That's what research says. Not I'm saying what you believe. I'm saying what research says. Research, and there's only been one research study that was conducted over a period of 25 years, which is really quite impressive. And they were measuring income and lack of going to jail and all those things. And they did it across many different economic groups and social groups. What they found is that if you hit without anger, the children are more successful in life.
The study was how many kids?
It was done with over 126 children.
Versus what? Yeah, versus what?
Oh, so here's a question. When are you hitting when you're not angry?
Is that versus not hitting or hitting with anger?
You see, you have to be very controlled. And it has to be very measured. But I'm just sharing with you, at the very least, don't hit when you're angry.
Is that a recent study?
It was a study done about 6-7 years ago. That was published. The age of the children went up to 10.
That's total punishment.
I'm just letting you know, there's only been one research study on this. Right? It's very difficult to do a research study over such a long period of time, so there's only been one. And I'm just sharing with you the results. It does surprise a lot of adults. It is not what you would expect. Most adults expect, because the modern fad is don't hit children, right? For any reason whatsoever. And all I'm sharing with you, you can take the research for what it is. I'm not advocating that you should hit children or not hit children, but definitely do not hit them in anger. That's the one thing don't do. Do not let a consequence be illogical to the action. This is typical. Most parents create a consequence that has nothing to do with what they just did. Kid is running around the house, knocks over a beautiful a vase that you had that was a family heirloom for the 4 generations from Russia. Okay? It is shattered to smithereens. One gentleman says, Mazel Tov. Okay? It was carefully handed down, and when your mother gave it to you for your wedding, she shared with you how this precious item survived the Holocaust. It was brought over to the United States very carefully and gently. And the vase is now history. And it's Mendy again. Now, Mendy, you walk in and you see this. Mendy, you're grounded for life. Mendy, what kind of punishments would you think you would receive by your parents for this? A patch? What else? Huh? No friends are going to come over for an entire week. That's it. No friends for you, Mendy. Huh? No more videos for you, Mendy. It's over. Glue it back together. Okay, so we have a gentleman here saying, what did Mendel do wrong? The family heirloom vase is now history. So, the problem with all of these punishments is that they have very little to do with the vase itself. Putting it back together is an impossible task. And giving a child an impossible task is only going to frustrate them to no end. Now, it could be that they could try to put it back together, and it may be a way seemingly to make amends. But usually vases with a lot of sharp edges could be more dangerous for a child to try to put back together. These are to-dos. Do let your child make amends. Okay, so let's go back. How do you feel when you just lost this precious family heirloom? I'm really angry. I'm really sad.
Shattered.
Not the vase. I know the vase feels shattered. But you could describe how you feel. You can also describe and be specific over the vase that has been in our family for 4 generations that survived the Holocaust has now been shattered.
What would that accomplish with a child?
No. You're stating a fact. You're stating a fact. And now the child. But it may be that Mendel's still running around. Okay? But it may be at this point when you stop them and you're describing what it is, they may stop running around and realize, uh-oh. Okay, 1 second.
And now feel bad because there's absolutely nothing they can do about it?
So here's the question. What do you think a logical consequence could be?
Make a family tree. That about
The gentleman here says, all right, start writing a family history and a family tree.
If you don't have one already, it's very valuable.
Could be. Could be.
Clean it up.
What would be another logical consequence?
Clean it up.
He was using his money, his time to get out to buy something new to replace it. Start a new family tradition.
So now, that could be. Now, what would be even more powerful is if you say to the child, describe either your feeling or be specific, right? And you ask the child, how are you going to make amends? Put the monkey on them. Let them start thinking and take ownership and responsibility over their actions. This is one of the secrets of parenting. It's that self-awareness. It's that understanding that my actions have consequences. What do I need to do now? It is the concept of tshuva. It is the concept that has been engraved in us, but not yet in our children. It is asking them, how are you going to now make amends over this? How are you going to make things better? It's very hard to do. But put it on them. Let them figure something out. It could be that they say exactly that. You know, I'm going to try to, with all my money, I'm going to try to buy you a new vase, Mom. I know it's not going to replace it, but at least I'll get you a new vase. Could be, I'm going to clean up this mess. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try not to run in the house again.
What do you say with the kids who just say, I don't know, they feel so upset?
It could be if they're so upset and so lost. Say, I know you're feeling really upset and really lost. So am I.
You save the conversation for a little later.
Say, yeah, you can come back and we'll discuss when you are more collected and thoughtful. Because I know how upset I feel right now.